Hi, Shalom.
Shalom.
We're the brothers from Great Millstone, New Orleans, coming at you with another sit down. And prior to getting started, we'd like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and those that endure unto the end. The brother came over, visit. Just throwing up a little lesson, pretty much going into, these men before us, your elders, the apostles, older brothers, okay? These men, they have the proper experience and knowledge, you see, to guide you. And you have to have faith to understand that and to know that. All right? So we're just going to get into a couple scriptures going into that, man.
Yep.
You start me off with that Sirach.
That's the book of Sirach, chapter 34 and verse 9. It says, a man that had traveled knoweth many things, and he that had much experience will declare wisdom.
That's right, okay? Because one may have knowledge, but knowledge is wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge put to use, okay? That's what makes a man wise. He had the knowledge. He went through enough experiences to, know that, hey, you do this here or you don't do this here, which in turn turns to wisdom. And that's why, most of the time in the world, this doesn't apply in a truth, but most people will say those gray-haired men, they have wisdom, because they have what? A lot of experience.
Right.
Now, which we know, that's not the case as far as transferring over into the truth. But, just likening that unto this, this thing of ours, man. Those men that have been in a year can have experience. You want to say something?
Yeah, because a man might have been in for a short time, but in the world, he could have had a much experience of going through different things. You know what I'm saying? He could be an older, like it says, a well-traveled man, an older brother that might come into the knowledge, all right, and he can apply those situations that he was in the world, but he can use the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding that he has now to guide you through a certain situation that you may go through.
That's
right.
What
I'm saying? You got it.
And that's a beautiful point, because, this is something that I always like to bring up. The Lord put different men in different situations, all across the globe to do what? To edify the body. Right. And how do you edify the body? By what you know, what the things that you've gathered in your life. How can you use those things to help the body? One of the greatest things that we can give towards one another is what? This wisdom, right? That the Lord has beautifully placed in our possession, man.
God.
You got it?
A little more. Verse 10, it says, he that had no experience knoweth little, but he that had traveled is full of prudence.
Because he understands that, there's all sorts of different paths and avenues that lead towards death, man. All right?
Elements, man.
Yeah, he understands, you walk this way, pretty much what you're gonna meet down that path. All right, go ahead.
Got a little more. It says, when I traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express. I was oft times in danger of death, yet was delivered because of these things, because of his experience. All right, being a well-traveled man, he was able to deliver himself from these daring temptations and things that he could have been put to death behind, because he knew many things, man. All right, he was well-traveled. He had experience, you see? And this is why we liken this into older brothers that's over us, older brothers that have more experience than us.
That's right.
All right, when I tell you something, you ought to listen, man. If I could read it in the GNT.
Oh, you got
Baba Kashar.
Yeah.
It's Sirach 34 and 9 in the GNT. It says, a well-traveled person with wide experience knows many things and talks sense. You can't know much if you haven't experienced much, but travel can make you more clever. In my own travels, I have seen many things and learned more than I can put into words. I have been in danger of death many times, but I have always been able to escape by relying on past experience.
Heavy, super heavy.
Mhm.
You know, and you know we're in the business of trading information,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest things we can do as Akim, as brothers, right? Within this body, is we giving off information. You giving me something, that can allow me to build my faith up, get me out of a certain situation, whether it be in the truth, whether it be financially, whether it be emotionally, or with a woman, and the list goes on and on.
Right.
You know, but it has to come by a man, that's traveled that path already. All right? He didn't travel that path for nothing.
Right.
Nothing that we went through in this wicked ass queendom, all right, known as Babylon the Great, was for nothing.
Yeah.
You see, it has its purpose and it has its time. Not only did it build you to where you have gotten, but that is basically riches that you will have a chance to give to another man. You see, because it has already benefited you. The experience has benefited you already, because it is it's changed you and it's still changing you. But now you have the opportunity to build up a younger brother, or in some cases you have older brothers that are in the truth that haven't experienced certain things that you may have experienced.
Right.
And you're able to give back like that as well. You see? But you got it. You got more?
Nah, that was it.
All right,
I got some.
All right, good.
This is Sirach chapter 7 verse 33. Now it says, if thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise.
So understanding comes by way of what? By bowing down your ear, meaning, all right, listening.
Mm-hmm. Taking heed.
Okay, and that when you bow down, that's a sign of reverence. You see,
Respect,
and you got to basically surrender yourself unto the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You can't be a proud man. Trying to gain this wisdom.
But hey,
You got it.
in order to gain wisdom, you have to be taught it, right?
That's right.
You can't just go about yourself and trying to learn wisdom. No, you have to be taught wisdom, all right? Spiritual men have to teach you wisdom. You have to be taught how to apply wisdom.
That's
in
right.
different situations, in diverse situations. There's brothers that have been through those situations. The well-traveled man, all right? But in order to apply it, you got to be taught it and go through it, man.
That's
As
right.
the brother alluded to earlier, you can have knowledge, but to have wisdom, it ultimately has to be put to use, man.
That's right, Doc.
You see? Go ahead,
I
bro.
got something for you.
Come on.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 32 and 14, and it reads, whoso feareth the Lord will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early will slack it. No, this the wrong precept.
Come on.
Salaki, this the wrong precept, Akim.
I get that. I finished that Pete. I got a quick one for you though.
Go ahead.
This 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 5. It says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. And that's not just the man, all right, that's amongst the body with the title of an elder.
Kind.
All right? That's pertaining to an older brother, all right? An elder, yes, all right? The apostle, all right? The head of your camp, all right? The brother that's over you, all right? You have to submit yourself, all right?
That's right.
Willing to be under and be guided by that man. You see? All those men. It says, yea, all of you be subject one to another and be clothed with humility. For the Most High resisteth the proud and giveth grace to the humble. You got it.
Khan, hey, and do me a favor. I want to grab that word submit,
Khan.
brother, in a blue letter. All right, because a lot of men, think that's a weak thing.
I'm supposed to submit to another nigga.
Nah, it's completely opposite, man. We don't operate the same as niggas in the world or any other organization or business, whatever. All right, because Yahushua do, call this his father's business. So this
Right.
is a business, all right? But we don't operate that way. Okay, we don't operate like how these other guys operate. All right, there's a level of respect you give a man. All right, when you see him, what it says, submitting himself unto his elders. All right, his older brothers. There's a level of respect there that only real men, only the elect are gonna find. All right, when they see a man doing that. All right,
I got some smoke.
Oh, you got it. Run it.
Yeah, this the word submit yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Strong's G 5293.
Patasso. All right. It says to arrange under, to subordinate.
It said to arrange under.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this thing an orderly arrangement? Right?
All things be done decently
and in order.
Yeah.
So there's a ranking system.
Yep.
You see? Go ahead.
It says to put in subjection, to subject one's self, obey, to submit to one's control, yield to one's admonition or advice.
To yield to one's admonition or advice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so taking heed to what these men are explaining unto you, man.
Yep.
You think these different men have these accounts about fallouts, niggas that then bugged out,
Yeah.
Motherfuckers that then came up to camps, and it's beautiful because these men have withstood the tests of battle.
Yep.
Alright? Because we are in a war.
Right.
Alright, these men, and I'm got a specific brother in my mind, the elder down here, Elder Yakana.
Yep.
Alright, this brother has been in for over 16, 17 years. Alright? So he has seen war, alright, per se, spiritual warfare. Alright? That brother knows how to swing his sword and use his shield. I would be a fool not to take heed, while he's training us and bringing us up, you know?
Because we're his understudies. You
That's
know what
right.
I'm saying? Yeah. But it's funny you brought that up because this the point. This the smoke.
Go ahead.
It says this word was a Greek military term.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This word was a Greek military term meaning to arrange in a military fashion under the command of a leader.
Heavy. So submitting yourselves, to these different brothers, man. That's a military tactic that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has used within his body, man, within his ministry.
Yeah. Are we not an army?
Come on, man.
The army of the Lord, the 144,000 men?
That's right,
Are we not an army? And an army gotta have what?
Order, bro.
Order and rank, man. So you gotta be willing to yield to the rank, all right? You got it, though.
Nah, that's some smoke right there, man.
I still got more than that. Sirach. What you want to get?
Go ahead and you got the Sirach.
All right. This back at Sirach, and this gonna put everything one and the same, man. It's Sirach chapter 7 verse 32. I'm gonna start at 32. It says, "My son,
You good?
my son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. If thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of the elders, and cleave unto him that is wise."
And why would it say that? Why would it say cleave? Because to cleave means to hang on to.
Yep.
Because you're supposed to be, man, we're spiritual sponges. Right? Just as these brothers have learned from the men that were before them, and those men from the men that were before them, okay? We are all spiritual sponges, just soaking up all of the free wisdom, that's been given unto them, and it's been given unto us now.
Yep.
All right? It's been given unto us, and we're to use that wisdom. We're to take this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and start to apply it, and now we shall become wise, as the men before us have done that same process.
Yep. If thou wilt, though.
Yeah, if you will.
If thou wilt,
That's right.
Because for most Jakes, especially a 2/3, it's too hard for them to take heed or to yield to the command of another. All right, to yield to a leader. All right, someone that's caring for your soul and making sure that you get on a chariot. You see?
That's right, brother.
For the average Jake, it's too hard, you know? But it's more.
You got
it. Says, back in Sirach 7 and 36, 35, Salaki, it says, be willing to hear every godly discourse and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him.
That's right.
And let thy foot were the steps of his door.
Because if you're not around men, all right, that's immersing themselves in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, then you're losing. All right, you're a loser, a spiritual loser. Okay, it's important that you know, and Jake know exactly what I'm talking about, because they'll sit around those old timers at the, you know, on these by these corner stores when they sitting and drinking their beer, and yeah, they be saying some, you know, words of wisdom towards the world, but it's nowhere near as
this wisdom.
Yes, it's not, it can't even amount to this wisdom out of the scriptures, this divine holy knowledge that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has bestowed upon our elders and now unto us.
Yep.
You see? You know, so like I said, Jake know exactly what I'm talking about, you know, when the scriptures say that.
Yep.
All right? You're supposed to cling to those men, and your hunger for wisdom, all right, that thirst for wisdom, all right, be quenched being around those men.
Yo, B times. Before it's too late, man.
That's right, brother.
Yeah,
you got it.
One more verse. It says, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine own heart and give thee wisdom at thine own desire.
Yeah, so, you know, going back to that process, a wise man, damn, hold on, I know where it is. Damn.
What's good, bro?
Man, it was a cold-blooded precept. Oh, there it is. Proverbs 1:5. And it reads, it says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning.
That's right.
And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. It says, to understand a proverb and to interpret and the interpretation, the words of the wise and the dark sayings. All right, and you know, we gotta get to that point to where, you know, we're soaking up all of this wisdom, or this knowledge, should I say, in turning it into wisdom. It said back in that Sirach, it says, he shall establish thine own heart and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. So you got a desire to become wise.
Yeah.
All right. Because going back up, it says, my son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. So you have to have a hunger or a want.
Yeah.
All right, to become wise. You see? Otherwise, it won't, you know, you won't receive it. You know, in chasing that hunger to become wise, the Lord will establish your own heart to where now other men are looking at you and saying, damn, that brother there has wisdom. Yeah. What can I take from that brother?
Exactly.
You know?
Being contagious, man.
That's right. Wisdom should be contagious unto you.
Yeah.
You know? But it only gonna be contagious to the elect, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's the only people on the planet who is for.
That's right.
I got you another precept. This was backing up the point earlier, because you made a point. You said that we learn from our elder or brothers that's over us, but those brothers learn from the elder, and the elder learn from the apostles, man.
Right.
All right. Now this is Sirach 8:8. It says, despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them thou shalt learn instruction, and how to serve great men with ease. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learned of their fathers. And of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as need requireth. You see, and if I can make a quick
you
point,
got it. You got it.
as an elder, like the brother said, the elder Yakina down here, he always say, the apostles, all right, was his spiritual parents, all right, which they're our spiritual fathers as well. You see, in which it says, for they also learned of their fathers. So
That's
that
right.
brother learned of them and what? Gave it to us, man. And which was another form of being a spiritual father. You see, you got
And
it.
even furthermore, they had spiritual fathers.
That's right.
You see,
That's right.
this is ancient knowledge that have been given, passed down, man.
Yep. That's beautiful.
You know?
I didn't even think about that. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
They
and
talk about the Slacker.
no, go ahead.
Yeah, they talk about all of the stories with the high
Abba
priest.
Bivens,
Yeah.
High Priest Ariyah,
Yep.
and the list goes on and on. These great men that have, left their mark, all right, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shah, all the way down to the younger brothers like ourselves, man.
That's right.
And that's the beauty of this thing. Like the brother said, man, this wisdom, this knowledge and understanding is contagious.
Yep.
All right? Brothers are dripping, got wisdom dripping out their damn nose.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Khan, that was it though.
Yeah, you had anything else?
Yeah, I got one more for you.
Khan, I didn't ran it up on the prees.
Khan, this another good one. And this should be the mindset. I like to bring this scripture out because this should be the mindset of a younger man and such as ourselves. All right, what you call younger men, babes. All right, that's coming up, learning the truth. All right, this James 1:19, it says, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath." So the Lord gave you 2 ears and one mouth for a reason.
That's
all
right.
So that you be swift to hear. All right, as it was saying, cleave to him that's wise. You should be more ready as a younger man to learn. All right,
That's
to
right,
listen,
brother.
take heed. All right, just read the room sometimes.
Khan,
And let brothers, kind of take you under their wing and show you how things are done, all right? And not to be the one that have the belligerent spirit, not to say this is about any particular brother or anything, but not have the spirit of just, being out there, all right? Being wide open,
Khan.
You got to be, it's a certain way that you should conduct yourself, being more ready to take heed, all right? Being more of a lower spirit. And, hey, just learning, all right? Just learning how things are done, man. But you got it, though.
And there's another scripture, I can't pinpoint it. You just brought it to my mind. But it goes into when you're in the midst of the elders. It's something about being in the midst of the elders.
I think I read that.
And you read it already?
I think I did.
Khan, take a little look.
I'm gonna find it. You speak, though.
Khan, and you don't speak much, man.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be speaking too much while you're in the midst of elders. Me and the brother Kaya was talking about this a while back.
I think that was in that Sirach 7.
Khan, if we didn't got it already, it's all love. Yeah, I'm looking for it. I can't pinpoint it.
Yeah.
It's
What you got?
Sirach 7:14. You brought that one up?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it says, "Use not many words in a multitude of elders,
Yep.
and make not much babbling when thou prayest." You see? Hey, when you in the midst of the elders, hey, control yourself, man.
If I could make a disclaimer,
You
we're
got
not just talking about an older brother with the title of an elder.
That's right,
All right, we talking about brothers that's been in before you.
That's right,
Brothers that's over you. You got it, though.
No, that's a beautiful point. Because it's not just talking about, like you said, brothers with particular titles. Some men just look at that as, oh man, I ain't gonna speak too much around the apostles. No, older brothers, man, period, in general, whomever they may be.
Yeah.
But you had anything else?
I think that was it. I had that Ecclesiastes. What's that?
What?
Seven.
7?
Yeah. 7:19.
Yeah, bring that up.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 19. It says, "Wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than 10 mighty men which are in the city. For there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not.
That's right. And you know, when I read that scripture, I said, man, hey, that don't really go into the you know, to the lesson, but it had me thinking too. And I'm talking about where it says, for there is not a just man upon the earth that doeth good and sinneth not, meaning there is room for error.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of room for error.
Yeah.
Because Jake forget that we're living in the midst of the most wicked queendom that has ever lived. You see, Babylon the Great. So, you know, there's place for rebuke, reproof, all right, exaltation, the whole nine. All right. So, you know, that's just to get brothers to think like, hey, you're not, you know, to the point where a brother can't throw you a little tip, or, you know, to the point where a brother, you know, just can't,
Yeah, you don't know it all.
yeah, you just don't know it all.
Come.
You know, circling back to the premise of this video, those men that are before us, all right, or that have walked this path before us, they have the proper instructions, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, all right, and to give us. You just have to have faith that, you know, that is true.
Yup.
You know? You got anything else, beloved?
No, that was it, bro.
Con. All right, Lord willing, you know, that this lesson has been edifying, first and foremost, to the hopeful elect and those that cling unto the body. But prior to getting out of here, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
And the Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.